Hey everybody, this is how to fix a dripping bathroom faucet. Mine was leaking. There's a hole on the side of these handles there, and you can take it with a Torx bit. Sometimes it may be an Allen wrench, I would imagine. But this is the little Torx bit that I wound up taking out. And this little screw here, this short little screw, is what holds the handle on. So I took that off, and there's the handle. I'm going kind of in reverse order. Now the handle was sitting up here. So of course you take the handle off, and then there was a Phillips head screw that was in there. Now that held the handle on. There was a Phillips head screw right there. Yours may be a little bit different, but it should be basically the same, very similar. So you're gonna have to hold the neck to get that Phillips out of there. Then you're gonna get a crescent wrench and get this collar off. And once you get the collar off, the rest of it is going to come off. And this wasn't that difficult. I knew that it was the hot side because I turned the water underneath the sink off, and you just watch to see which side drips. That's how you kind of diagnose it. And I usually just buy new faucets, but this was much cheaper and much quicker. This was like a $5 fix. So once you take the collar off, you're going to carefully lift that section out. That part comes out, and once you remove that, you're going to look down the side of there. You're going to see what they call the seat and spring. There's like a rubber. There's a rubber top with this, and it's sitting on top of a spring. But once you remove this part, pay attention to the indentations on the side of the collar there. Take toilet paper or something and absorb the moisture that's down in there. If it has water in there, they say it won't seat properly. This is the part that I bought from Lowe's. It's called a seat and spring, I think it's called. And you'll see how it goes on. You see the rubber sits right on top of the spring. And there you have it. And what happens is that rubber wears out. So watch carefully how it looks when you take it out and you just do it the same way. You replace it the same way. And you're going to feel it seat down in there, and then you'll know it's in there good. And then you're going to just do everything in reverse order to reassemble everything. Just line up the notches there, and you're going to do the collar, and you're going to do the other part, and you're just going to be careful and cinch everything down. And this was, like I said, much cheaper than buying a whole faucet. Again, the spring is almost cone shape, is wider at the base, and then the seat just sits down on top of that, and you just drop everything down where it was. If you have difficulty, just run a screwdriver through it, stick the screwdriver down and let it slide down, and then seat it with your fingertip. Make sure it's down there in there flush and it's not going anywhere. And that's basically what I had to do. You're going to tighten everything back up, and then make sure that it's not dripping. That's the main thing. And the $5 or $6 thing I bought had two seats and two springs in there. So really it was for less than $5 I did this fix, and it was much easier and smarter than doing the whole faucet. I don't know what I was thinking all those years. So get the Torx bit again. Screw back in. Nice and slow. Start it by hand so you don't cross thread it. And then you get your screwdriver and go ahead and tighten that up. Now I'm going to run this thing. I'm going to turn it off. Get all that residual water out of the way. Make sure it's not dripping, and you should be good to go. So much better than buying a whole faucet and having to go under the sink and do all of that just because it's dripping. You can do either side, and I'm sure this would work with kitchen sinks as well. Should be similar. So that's what I wound up doing. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Be blessed.